2026 has literally been popping off. Out of the 15 books I read in January, 8 were 5 stars and 1 was a 6-star. 15 books, 6,747 pages. My 6-star read was Chaotic by Chantel Tessier. This one was very, very heavy, so please check triggers, but Chantel delivers every single time. This was the most emotional Lord's book that I have read so far. I have waited years to hear Cash's story, and it was worth every minute of that wait. 5 stars, I read September Doves and Summer Sparrow by Emerson Hoyt. This is the Jackals and Vipers duet. September Doves gave me Ravenhood trilogy vibes, but a little darker. This is one of those series that I fell in love with so quickly on. I mean, I was just a few chapters in this book and I knew that it was going to be one of my top reads for the year. Now that I finished the series, my heart literally aches because I don't want to leave these characters behind. I read the Bittersweet Symphony duet by Kate Stewart, as well as the novella Bittersweet Melody. Gave Drive 4.5 stars, Reverse and Bittersweet Melody 5 stars. This is my first ever rockstar romance, and these couples have set the standard now indefinitely. Drive walked, so literally Reverse could run. The tension, the yearning, the pain, the heartache. Kate knows how to write an emotional story. Easton Crown, that is all. Read Fatal Collision and Midnight Chase by Harley Beck. Both were 5 stars. Both of these were literally so addicting. The MMC Kane reminds me a lot of Cade from Edge of Darkness trilogy and Caden from Beautiful Fiend. A lot of their past reminds me of what this MMC goes through. I finished both in one sitting. Loved. Reversible by Jennifer Hartman, I gave this 5 stars. A romance with a lot of thrilling and suspenseful aspects to it. I was on the edge of my seat the entire time I was reading this. This was a little similar to Still Beating, but add a little traumatic Love is Blind twist to it, and you have this. Then I read Midnight Stage by Sheridan Ann because I was on a rock star high. I gave this 4.5 stars. This one was very different than Drive and Reverse. It's a lot darker. It deals with a lot more darker themes to it, so definitely check triggers. This was one of those books that I just could not physically put down because I needed to know what was going to happen next. Brother's best friend will do it every single time. And then I buddy read Gods and Monsters with Callista. I went back and forth with this so many times on what I wanted to rate it. I ended up with a 3.5 star rating. I was pretty hooked in the beginning, but then I just felt like I lost interest. The pacing was a little off for me, and I was very bored for the majority of the book. I did like the MMC, but I did not care for the FMC. Everyone tells me that I need to continue, so maybe I will. I don't know, but as of right now, I don't have any interest in continuing, unfortunately. I was honored to read Eldrith Manor by Lee Rivers and Avina St. Graves. This will be out on February 4th. I gave this one 4 stars. I will quite literally read anything that Lee Rivers writes. We have a paranormal romance, Demon Ghost Girl, meets the lovers for proximity, and some spooky manor vibes. I recommend this one. Steel and Sin by Rhea Weld. I did the audio for this. I highly recommend. This is a dark cowboy romance. She is a mafia princess. If you liked Cade from Heartless, meet Knox. Something about a grumpy cowboy that does something to me. Read Depraved Devotion by Morgan Bridges. I gave this 4 stars. This reminded me a little of Craving Venom. He is a psycho unaliver that is in prison, and she is a psychologist studying him. I had so much fun with this. And then I read Forever Ago by Jay Rose. I gave this 4 stars. There is no happily ever after, and this one is not an ordinary love story. It is pretty difficult to get through at some points, but it is so raw and real. Coming from someone who has seen a loved one go through addiction, there were times that were very tough for me, but have your tissues ready for this one.